Hello and welcome to Theme Park Worldwide, where we're here on board the Carnival Mardi Gras that is home to one of the only cruise ships anywhere out there that has a roller coaster on board. It's called Bolt, the ultimate sea coaster, and you can see the entrance to it there just behind me. Now in this video we're going to talk a bit about the ride, its history, and of course as well share our review from this roller coaster that is built on the Mardi Gras. Before I get into that, just want to firstly say, come and join us for our full cruise series. It's just started over on the Sandbrook Adventures, our second channel. And here we've got a full 6-part series here from the Mardi Gras. We've been to 3 beautiful ports where we filmed all around them on the Eastern Caribbean. And along with that too, we've shown you all the facilities, the dining options and entertainment on board this absolutely fantastic cruise ship. But of course the main reason that drew us in to come onto this ship was of course to ride Bolt, the ultimate sea coaster. One of only 3 roller coasters out there at sea. This was the first one, and it first operated not that long ago actually, a couple of years ago in summer 2021. And Carnival, because of the success of this ride, have gone on to actually build 2 other roller coasters at sea. But I'll talk more about those a little bit later on. But yeah, let's talk all about it. Bolt here on the Mardi Gras. So let's talk more in detail about the coaster itself. As you can see over here, Charlotte is modelling one of the trains just here.
I love that they have this on display, it's great.
Yeah, manufactured by Maura Rides. It's one of their spike coasters. And yeah, I was actually at the IAPA reveal for this a few years ago. I never thought I'd actually be here and get to ride it.
Oh no, it's so cool.
Oh, and yeah, you can see they've got the 2 seats just over here. Now, of course, we're talking about 800 feet of track that spans around the deck just here on Bolt. And yeah, the train design is absolutely massive. Now, in terms of these spike coasters, there is actually a few of them around, actually off cruise ships as well, but this was specially designed to be here on the Mardi Gras. And yeah, as you can see, you actually can control the speed that you want to go to using these just on the side as well. Yeah, they're absolutely massive, aren't they? Look at that. Now, in terms of ride reliability, now building a roller coaster on a cruise ship was never going to be an easy task, and as you can see, it's quite windy today. It's actually the final day of our cruise when we're filming this, because we've actually been waiting to hopefully get some more footage of it operating. Luckily, we did it as soon as we came onto the ship, and I'm glad we did. It was operating for about a day and a half, and then since then, it's been closed because of the weather, hasn't it?
No, it's because of the hurricane, I think.
Yeah, so you've really got to make sure if you want to get on it
straight away.
Yeah, whenever you see it operating, get up here. Now, you do need to book to come and ride on Bolt. It's priced at $15, and you get 2 laps round on the coaster as well. And before we continue on, I'm going to show you an official on-ride POV. You're not actually allowed to take cameras on board. But yeah, there is a nice official POV from this coaster, so we'll show you that. And of course, yeah, here it is coming up. Bear in mind, this is only 1 lap round. You do go round twice. Look at this absolutely beautiful view. And of course, when you're up there on Bolt, as you've just seen from the official POV, the views are absolutely awesome. Bear in mind, we're all the way up here on the top deck, 187 feet above sea level, which certainly makes the experience, doesn't it?
You get some absolutely stunning views on there.
Now, of course, it's not the most thrilling ride. It was never going to be on a cruise ship. However, it's the views that really make this. And of course, the fact you can control the speed on there is great too. You can go around slower or you can go faster if you wanted to. Of course, going around faster offers the better experience. But you can see like some of the banking round here. This is actually towards the end of the ride. Now, of course, we've been holding off for a few days because I didn't get any off-ride footage of it other than a couple of posts that I put on social media. If you follow us on Instagram, you'll see I put some footage of on it, and we thought, oh, we're gonna have loads of days to get off-ride shots. But then of course I'm just glad we got straight on it, you know, because it can be quite unreliable with the weather. And I don't know how true this is, but we was actually chatting to a member of staff that works on there, and he was saying that if the ship's swaying more than 2 inches, that means that it can't operate. He also told us that in wet weather it has to close for 4 hours. So again, that isn't like an official thing, but that came from a member of staff on there.
You want to just be getting on it as soon as you possibly can.
You see it operating.
Just get on
yeah,
it.
have your ride on there. Well, yeah, as you can see, that's the station area just there, and you've got your initial, do we want to say launch? I mean, it is a powered coaster from Mara, but yeah, it just kind of launch, it accelerates, and you get a little bit of force actually there, nothing too much, but it's coming round. But of course, what makes it is that view looking out over at the sea. And also, you've got the golf just down here, and the water park. Of course, we're covering all of this in more detail in our vlog series that just kicked off yesterday over on the Sandbrook Adventures. Yeah, we'd love to see you all there. But how awesome is this? A roller coaster at sea. And yeah, in terms of the train design, very comfortable. And yeah, the ride itself is just very impressive that they got this onto a cruise. It might not be the biggest or the tallest or the most thrilling, but what they did was good fun. And then of course, yeah, coming round into the upwards helix here, quite a nice element. And yeah, of course, spinning round, getting some 360 views at that part as well. And depending on what sort of cruise you're on, you'll be able to ride this either at sea like we are today, or you'll be able to ride it in port. And obviously if you're in the ports, you're going to get a different ride experience every time. And initially when I booked the cruise, I thought you'd only be able to actually have to ride it once and book it, and that's what I was under the impression of because of capacity. However, you can actually ride it as many times as you want to, as long as there is availability for the Bolt Ultimate Sea Coaster. But yeah, look at the support structure. What I'm going to show you now is some footage of Bolt before it actually went onto the cruise ship. So yeah, look at this. This is actually over in Germany, over at the Mara factory. And yeah, you can see they actually built up the full coaster down there on ground level first. All the supports, all the track, they tested it, they cycled it. Carnival came down to check it out. And then of course, yeah, that was all done before it came onto the cruise ship. I think it's great how they did that and didn't just think, you know, let's just build it straight onto the ship and hope for the best. Yeah, they actually put it all out there and built it up on the ground level before bringing it up here onto the ship like it is now. I am gutted that it's not operating again because we would have done it again. We've only had one ride. It would have been nice to have you know, shown you some more off-ride shots, especially with such a lovely day. We're not rocking too much now, but yeah, there's only a few hours left of our cruise at this point, so I highly doubt it's going to open again. But yeah, like, look at the support structure just here. It's fascinating, like, just to come and cover it in detail. It's a very unique coaster, and yeah, a real special one to kind of have. And it's a special ride, like looking out at all the views, which is awesome. So you kind of come out of that helix. This was probably the best part of the ride, kind of coming down here and just seeing that view just off to the side was fantastic. It's all part of the ultimate playground just up here as well. Yeah, you can go up to speeds of around 40 miles an hour if you push it to that. I didn't think it felt like 40 miles an hour, but that's the official stat for it. And yeah, you're not really hanging over the edge because there is decks just to the side here, but when you're up there, because you're about another, what, 20-30 foot above this deck, you really can feel it when you're up there on the ride. Yeah, you see what I mean? Like, the supports are kind of here on the edge, and then you have got another deck just down there. It's not like directly over the sea. I tell you what is though, the high ropes course, and we've done that, haven't we?
Oh my god, that was so scary, that was.
Yeah, we've got that coming up over on the Sandbrook Adventures.
Proper wobbling on there and then stepping out on this platform, it was scary.
And the good thing is they allow you to use your GoPro on there as well.
Really good.
Yeah, they're not allowed any GoPros on here. I went through and asked quite a lot of people, and yeah, they wouldn't allow it, sadly. But you know, at least you've been on it, and there's an official POV that we could share for you there as well. So yeah, fantastic. Bolt's Ultimate Coaster at sea. And yeah, you can see, like, just here it comes up with the time slots down here. I mean, they've still got these on today, so you know, maybe it might open later. I doubt it, but if it does, of course, we'll get more off-ride shots throughout this video. But yeah, you can see, like, the restrictions just there. You put your slot in the hub app as well, and yeah, you can see the height restriction for 52 inches just over there for the height restriction. And of course, there's a maximum weight for this as well, and you can see all the restrictions there. 300 pounds per rider, and of course it is 2 riders per train. But yeah, look at these, they're proper bulky, aren't they? Really beefy. Yeah, I mean, they are cool, especially the fact that you can change the speed. But yeah, really, you need to come and see it. That's Bolt, the Ultimate Coaster at sea. Of course, entrance up the steps and you're in the station. But yeah, look at the design of this. Incredible that it was put on a cruise ship. I know a lot of people are probably thinking, well, you know, it's only just a small coaster. Actually, it's bigger than you expect, you know, as you continue on all the way around here, and you've got like the little airtime hill just up there as well. But you do get a tiny little pop, nothing sensational. And this was quite nice, kind of coming back up here close to the funnel in the middle of the ship, before of course turning back round and heading round to the other side there. There you go, that's Bolt, the Ultimate Coaster at sea. We had to come on here and ride it. It was the main reason for us booking this. However, surprisingly, it's not been the highlight for us, has it?
No, it's not. We've absolutely loved cruising.
Oh, and honestly, you've got to come and join us on the Sandbrook Adventures. This is just a tiny
So
part of
much
it.
fun. I've just found one of the hidden ducks.
Oh, there you go. We've done activities, we've done
It's so
entertainment, the stopovers have been great.
Oh, we have absolutely loved cruising. We will definitely be doing another one.
Yeah, so over on the Sandbrook Adventures, you can join us for a day in Nassau, the Bahamas. We went to Amber Cove in the Dominican Republic, and then Grand Turk as well, which was absolutely gorgeous. And that's the thing, I mean, we've not had the chance to ride it when we've been parked up in one of them areas. However, you get a different ride experience in every location where you are parked up. But bear in mind, it does seem to be not really the coast is unreliable, but because it's up there on a ship, yeah, it doesn't take much for it to close. We've chatted with quite a lot of crew about it, and they've all said that, yeah, it probably spends more time closed and not operating than it does actually operating, which is quite interesting that they're putting it on 2 of their other ships. So yes, Bolt Coaster can also be found on the Carnival Celebration and also Jubilee. Those ships launched in 2022 and also 2023. So there's now 3 of these out there, so it must have been quite successful for them.
Oh, it's just such a unique idea to be coasting around at sea.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it is a good fun ride. Again, it's nothing spectacular for the coaster itself.
It's good fun.
It's good fun. The views are really nice, and it actually feels more open and exposed on there than I was expecting, which is brilliant, especially with the size of the trains on there. I didn't really think you'd get that sensation, but you certainly do up there on the Bolt Coaster. Well, let us know your thoughts down below. Maybe you've been on it. Maybe you've done all 3. We'd love to know your thoughts down below in the video comments. It's a very exclusive kind of credit to have this one. It's what drew me to coming on a Carnival cruise. But you know what? There's been so many other parts of this cruise that we've loved even more, hasn't they?
It's just been absolutely fantastic. We will definitely be doing another one.
Oh, more cruises coming up. Probably no coasters on the next one, but you know what? We've had an absolutely incredible time, and it's just beginning over on the Sandbrook Adventures. Yeah, it's in a nice little seating area here. We've ate well, we've been entertained, we've seen some amazing scenery. Really has been absolutely awesome. And yeah, I look forward to seeing kind of what Carnival do in the future with these, because I have noticed, looking close at it, it just seems to be getting weathered quite a lot, doesn't it, as well?
It does. We was having a good look the other night, and some parts are looking a bit rusty.
Yeah, also they were doing some maintenance on it the other day, like on a cherry picker. I mean, it's great that they were doing that maintenance, but I'd imagine for them to keep it going, especially at sea. I mean, back in the UK, Blackpool have a lot of issues with their rides being close to the sea. This is literally built on it. It's exposed to all the elements. It goes through tropical storms. Yeah, it must cost a fortune to upkeep that as well. I know it's got a little maintenance shed underneath the station around the corner as well. And they've also said on their other ships, they're looking at ways to kind of improve the experience and make it more reliable, and also enhance the rider experience as well. So I look forward to seeing what Carnival do in the future, and will other cruise lines follow suit with this?
Oh, that would be really good to see. I think the best thing to do would be maybe put like a clear covering over it or something like that.
Yeah, or you know, anything's possible. You know, they can try things with all sorts of tech. We've been on it, we've done it. I'm really happy. I would have liked some more rides on it, at least another 2, and maybe in a couple of different ports. But you know what? We got the cred. We've been on. That's the main thing. And if you see it operating when you're on board the Mardi Gras, experience it, because you never know when it's going to close. But there we go. We'll see you over on the Sandbrook Adventures. Coming up next on this channel, we're heading to Walt Disney World.
Figment, I'm coming for you!
We've actually got 10 days at Walt Disney World. We're going to be staying on site as well, and of course visiting all the parks, Disney Springs, the water park, and yeah, just overall it's going to be an amazing week of Disney content coming up here on the channel. But here from on our cruise, that leaves me one final thing to say. Get out there and keep on riding. We'll see you at Walt Disney World.